So the real estate market in Jersey City is hot, hot, hot. A lot of opportunities there. In this video, I'm going to be going through one section in particular known as the Bergen-Lafayette section. I'm going to do a market update for you from July 2022 through July 2023. And let's talk about some of the opportunities there. Hey, so what's going on, everybody? I'm Dzienis with Coldwell Banker here in Northern New Jersey. Thanks for tuning in. I completely appreciate it. Thank you so much. So today what I want to do is get into Jersey City again. Going to give you some insights as to the market there because it really is a huge opportunity zone, especially if you're looking for real estate opportunities, or if you're a savvy investor, it really could be something to consider as well. So recently I did a video about the Greenville section of Jersey City, which also is a huge opportunity zone. There's a lot of areas that give you some tax breaks if you're looking to purchase. And so there's some tax incentives and tax breaks and that kind of stuff that are available in Greenville. So if you want to learn more about the market update in Greenville, definitely check out this video over here. We'll give you some insights as to what's been happening in that market of Jersey City. Today what I want to do is get into the Bergen-Lafayette section of Jersey City. It's just another hot opportunity area for real estate investment. And also as folks are, let's say, expanding out from downtown Jersey City or even New York City coming into Jersey City, you know, the Bergen-Lafayette section could be a very interesting spot to consider if you're looking to purchase there as well. So just want to give you guys a quick market update, what's been happening over the past year or so, and also just a quick discussion about what the state is doing, what kind of incentives the state is offering from an opportunity zone perspective, that if you're a company or a savvy investor, you want to get into this market, it really could be a great opportunity. All right, so first up, where exactly is the Bergen-Lafayette section? It's just north of the Greenville section. In my other video, I talk about Greenville being on the southernmost point of Jersey City. Bergen-Lafayette is just north of that area. It's east of the western section of Jersey City, and it also touches the downtown area as well as the Journal Square area. Bergen-Lafayette is mostly residential. Not a lot of 3-family, 4-family homes there, but a lot of single-family homes, but a lot of 2-families as well. Again, huge opportunity, especially for some of those savvy investors who are coming in and flipping and redoing some of these older homes and just turning them into beautiful contemporary condominiums. So similar to what's been happening in the Greenville section, if you go to the links below, I have a link to opportunity zone maps that are here in the Jersey City area. Again, these are areas across the state, but across Jersey City that have been identified as opportunity areas for investors, for companies. Tax incentives and tax breaks are potentially given as well in these sections. So what's appealing about the Bergen-Lafayette section? Well, again, it's very residential. You have a lot of local stores, as well as transportation options. You have some light rail stations, which can easily take you into other parts of Jersey City so that you can connect to the PATH station, which can then take you into New York City. So everything you might need is pretty much contained within this section of Jersey City, from shopping to food to restaurants, with a very residential feel. You've got parks nearby as well, so a lot of activities that are available. So let's get right into the market data itself, like what's been happening over the course of the past year. So I'm looking at July 2022 through July of 2023, so a year's worth of data year over year. So I'm going to look at single family homes. I've got some data that's printed out here. We're going to look at 2 families in the Bergen-Lafayette area. 3 to 4 families, not as much of inventory, not a lot of inventory there to begin with, but similar to the Greenville section that I discussed before in my other video, the condo market is really hot here. And what we're seeing in this Bergen-Lafayette section is these investors are coming through, taking advantage of some of these tax incentives and tax breaks that are offered by the state, and they're converting 2 families into these incredible condominiums. All right, so let's just get right into it. Let's get into 1 family data that I have here. So a year ago, July 2022, 11 actual sold, and in the current period, over the course of the year or so, 12 have sold. And what's interesting about this market is back in 2022, single families were going for about $650,000, $667,000. What's interesting now is as we're closer to July 2023, prices have actually come down about 20% or so. So the average sale price is going for $524,000, almost $525,000. So not a ton of inventory here that was seen, and that is not typical of what we've been seeing across the board in many areas of northern New Jersey, right? So everything, when rates were low, we were seeing prices really shoot up and competition really shoot up. But when it comes to single families here in the Bergen-Lafayette section, prices actually went down. Let's now get into the two families here. So here's some potential opportunities for investors if you're looking to invest in this area. So the number of two-family listings that we saw that actually sold back in 2022 was 18, and the current period was 29, so a difference of about 61% or so. So a lot more two-family options were out there. But what's interesting, and here's kind of the opportunities, that the prices have come down a little bit. So back about a year ago, $757 or so was the average sale price. And out of the 29 that sold for the current period, we're looking at $741,000 or approximately. So a difference of about 2% lower compared to a year ago. So demand is definitely starting to shift here a little bit that we're starting to see. So it could be a good opportunity, especially if you're considering maybe wanting to invest in a two-family that you might want to flip, for instance. All right, let's get into the 3 to 4 family category here in the Bergen-Lafayette section. Not a lot of 3 to 4 families in this area. It tends to be more of the single family or those two families, like I said before. A year ago, there were 4 that were sold, and then during the current period, 8, so a 50% difference, actually 100% difference. A year ago, they were going for about $759,000 for a 3 to 4 family. Prices actually shot up about 17% to $884,000 or so. So this saw a price increase actually from a year ago. And then finally, here's the big opportunity, and this is where we're seeing a lot of activity when it comes to sales in the Bergen-Lafayette section. So similar to Greenville, which saw about a 10 to 12% increase in not just the number of condos for sale, but just the prices of condos for sale, right? Those investors have been coming in and starting to flip some of those single family and two families into those very contemporary style condominiums that we're seeing more and more of. But Bergen-Lafayette is definitely seeing a lot of activity when it comes to the condo market. So a year ago, when we're looking at the number of solds of condos, we saw 33, and during the current period, year over year, we've seen 39. This is where it gets really interesting. So a year ago, prices for condos were going for about $451,000. And during this current period, we're actually seeing an increase of 29% to almost $582,000 for condos. So again, flippers are coming in, investors are coming in, they're taking advantage of these tax incentives and tax breaks. They're converting those two families into these stunning, stunning condominiums that we're seeing more and more of. And it makes total sense why prices have been increasing. Yes, the market has increased in regards to prices, and inventory's been down, so there's been some competition. But when you drive through this area as well of the Bergen-Lafayette section, you're gonna see the changes happening. And as people are looking more for their money, and especially when it comes to real estate, they're starting to move away from the downtown areas or coming in from New York City and starting to spread out into other areas of Jersey City. So this condo market has been hot. It continues to be hot in this Bergen-Lafayette section. And as we see more and more of this gentrification, we can't necessarily imagine that prices are going to fluctuate too much, but a lot of activity going on here right now. Will prices go up? Will they go down? We don't have a crystal ball. We don't really know for sure, but rates are still at about 7% right now. This is July or early August of 2023. So yeah, that is impacting your buying power potentially, but this is a hot area. It continues to be hot, and it's continuing to grow. So I've got to say, I've been doing a lot more business in Hudson County, particularly Jersey City. So I just want to mention, if you have any questions whatsoever about Hudson County or actually Northern New Jersey in general, feel free to give me a call. Here is my information. Again, I'm Bob Dzienis with Coldwell Banker here in Northern New Jersey. Happy to answer any questions that you have about real estate, buying, selling, investing, or even renting. I can help you with rentals as well. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. So again, I'm Bob Dzienis with Coldwell Banker here in Northern New Jersey. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.